Today we're taking a look at the developer insights and replies, the hot topics Q&A they like to call it. Pretty short one, but there's some really important things I want to discuss. I think there's only 9 questions, but a few of them are really important and could mean a lot. So question 1, they're talking about the transmutation gems. We're saying that the gems are super rare and we can go unlucky. We can roll a stat. The transmutation gems are the ones that let us change one of the substats into another substat, so you can change your defense into attack or rage regen or whatever you're trying to do. So I used on a piece for the count. It was a bangle, super great rolls. The bottom was originally flat defense. I rolled 4 times now. Well, 4 times before I asked is something wrong. First time it rolled. Once I got it, it rolled flat defense. I used the transmutation gem. It rolled defense bonus. I took the defense bonus. Then I rolled it 3 times after that. Flat defense, flat defense, flat defense. And then I started noticing that all the ancients that I get that drop, the bottom substat is almost always defense or flat HP or something along the lines. Like, it's never the attack bonus, or you know what I mean? So I think that it goes even past lucky or unlucky streak. I think there's different probabilities for each kind of roll. And what the developers are saying now, they're saying, okay, we're going to add a pity system for the evolution gem, and then they say this is how it's going to work. Every time you use a gem, your pity will go up by 1. Next time you, for example, if once you reach the required gem pity count, for example, 10, get fucked. 10. Oh. You will be able to perform 1 targeted transmutation, variant, or evolution gem enhancement. Yeah, 10's going to take you 3 months, 6 months to get. I've gotten 6 since the bloody Matrix came out. So, all right. So anyways, pity progression are tracked separately between the 3 gem types to save to your account. Targeted gem enhancements can be used only on eligible gear that meets the required conditions, so i.e. ancient. Okay, so 1, this isn't gonna fix it. This is just them making money and getting people to try to buy those Elwyn packages and farm more, to get more keystones, to get more transmutation, to push those higher chests, which is all good in Guild Wars, or not Guild Wars, push those higher chests in Matrix so you can get those transmutation gems on the regular. But what we're saying is when we use these damn things, I'll tell you right now, I'm not rolling that count piece anymore until I get verification that there's an equal percentage chance on each roll. And I think we should all get on board with that and save our transmutation gems, because, yeah, 10. Stop that. And I mean, okay, well, it's got a lot of love. So maybe somebody knows something that I don't. But I just save your transmutation gems for now anyway. Question 2, is it possible to update? Okay, yeah, Regulus's artifact. They wanted 1 more block and just kind of keep it in the line with the standard capabilities of other defender artifacts. Yeah, Catagrim gets that extra block, but I think he has to be shielded. And that's why the Frost Mages work so well with him, because if he's not shielded and the dogs come through, like if you got Lady Gaga sitting there, right? Anyways, besides the point, Regulus's artifact, exclusive artifact, and probably all the future legendary tanks that come out should always have +1 block. Keep it online with the Norse will or Norse throne or oh my goodness, the defender already. What are they saying? No adjustments planned for Regulus's exclusive artifact. So, hopes and prayers. Question 3, is the team considering expanding the gem pool with items that can swap main and substats or upgrade tier 2 to tier 3 gear? Yeah, main substats. It's a tricky one because, like, if you've got a crit rate, and I think I've sold most of my crit rate quads, and you want to change that crit rate to something else, but I mean, then you're not going to get your crit rate down at the bottom, right? But I guess for some that would be OP to not have a crit rate on a piece. Get some rage regen or HP subs in there anyway. So that is some really OP endgame stuff. And they are saying that they're going to expand the current gem system, and they've logged ideas we've mentioned, and including main stat swapping, gear tier upgrades, and selectable affixes. And they're also continuing to plan for a broader range of gem types going forward within the timing justifies. When the timing justifies, they'll introduce gem options for everyone. So in the mix, but that's some real end game stuff there. I might be there for like one set, you know what I mean? But that's super end game stuff. Question 4. Oh, the gold. The gold. I go from 40 mil gold to 0 gold. There's the quest line right now. You gotta enhance gear 50 times to level 16, and I've been farming, but I've also been doing my Malric, so I've been augmentating quite a bit. And what came out? Rivenheld's artifact came out, so I farmed the crap out of that. Choose your own arty there, and pretty much I think I spent 100 gems on that thing and all my money. So I think I've got 10 out of 50. So we're asking, can the advanced augmentating be significantly reduced as far as gold costs? Because honestly, the resource raids are also very expensive, and I think what they could probably do to fix the whole thing is just significantly lower, instead of changing the amount that it costs for augmenting, just significantly lower the cost that it takes to do the resource raids, because I think it's like 36 or 38 stam points per run, which is double, triple of some other content. So what are they saying? Everyday tasks. They're just going to continue monitoring the balance between gold generation and consumption, and we'll keep factoring community feedback into future adjustments. So they're not going to change that. Probably because they want the balance tipped towards those who farm a little more often, because everybody who's got the privilege card and then your experience up and your gold up, that's where they get a lot of their gold, if not most of their gold from. I don't think it is resource raids. It's like gear raids and stuff like that, just doing hundreds and hundreds of those. So seems they're kind of trying to push towards those who farm more, because those who farm more are the whales, and they're the ones that spend the money, and they're the ones that make Moontown money, and that's the reason that we get the content that we get. So sometimes it's got to be geared towards the whales. In this case, sure. I mean, it's not an end game changer. I mean, what they're doing in the arena with the random BP Demon Soldier affiliations, now that we should get into that one day. Question 5, can the stability for unidentified gear be improved so that, they want the unidentified gear rolling better. So, and they want maybe even better stats. So they're saying like, we want something better. I think there's the normal unidentifieds, there's the fine identifieds. Maybe they'll make a perfect identified, but I don't think they'll ever make like them all just quads. I think it'll still be a randomized thing. They'll just have a chance to roll better, or they'll just increase, like, you know, Mythic has like a minimum roll. It's like the 30% mark, and then max is whatever. So maybe they'll make like, you know, a perfect bangle, for example, that will roll a minimum, you know, minimum purple or something like that. And then it goes up from there. Good chance for a couple golds. Once you got that gear, you got it. So they can't make it too overpowered, or else, you know, it'll just knock the balance of the game off, because many of us have spent years farming for the ancients and the unidentifieds that we do have, and it just really wouldn't be fair. But they could add like a tier up from the fine that just rarely, very, very rarely drops, and then you'll have the chance for it to be a quad, and then it'll minimum roll, you know, purples. So don't expect it to be gold every time. And they're saying they're going to optimize the gear identify mechanism to make the results feel more worthwhile in the future. I don't know how optimize the identify mechanism is going to... Let's see, you can see it before you roll it. Anyways, they're going to do something, but let's not hold our breath on that one. Question 6, the competitive environment is in urgent need of optimization. Currently, the GVG season points calculation feels discouraging to us, as guilds maintaining top 5 rank all season can completely drop outside the Overlord with just losing a couple of the last 2 wars. Also, the arena matchmaking deserve more attention too. So GVG, the season points, I don't think they're just losing 2, okay? I think they're probably losing 4 before that, and then they probably needed to win 1 and lose 1 to stay in Overlord. There might be the rare case where they'll have only lost 3, and then maybe if they lose the last 2, because it's if you lose 6, right, you're screwed for Overlord. If you lose 5, you might be in there. So, but there is also something where if you get beat by more points, you lose more points. If you win by more points, you gain more points. And also, if you're on a winning streak and then you lose, that other team gets more points because you were worth more, I think. There's all kinds of stuff like that. So, shitty, dude. I mean, if that happened, I'm sorry. And hopefully they do fix it. And as for the arena matchmaking... yeah, I mean, they put out that Apex arena, and then they're gonna probably make adjustments to try to find a sweet spot between the two. Definitely gonna be coming out with maybe more demon soldiers that are stronger. Leakers won't matter as much. But hopefully they raise the BP to where the meta heroes like Ingrid can't just solar blast, or Orin can't just solar blast. Like, it's gonna have to be where like the whole alt won't kill these things, you know, or at least 1 or 2 of them, and you need that defender. So they'll adjust it, hopefully. Let's see what they're saying. Guild Wars mentioned requests for season rewards reflect long-term effects the guilds put in. Yeah, they sure do. Added a win streak bonus mechanism to help mitigate the impact for late season score manipulation. Okay, and we'll continue refining both to the point of the calculation mechanism and Guild War matchmaking. So, yeah, and also for GVG, as far as the matchmaking goes, I don't know if you guys take a look at the list lately, but every week there's some major guilds merging, some other guilds popping up. Like, it's hard to do the matchmaking when the consistency between guilds is so, you know, you could face one guild in Gauntlet and then face them in the season of just 2 weeks later in the first season of Guild Wars. You'll have lost to them or won to them, say, by 5%. Well, 2 weeks later, all of a sudden, now you're losing or winning to them, well, probably losing to them by 25%. So it's fluctuating, and that's not really helping things. So everybody just hold on. It'll work itself out. Or people will just keep merging, and new demon soldiers will pop out, and the OP guilds will kick everybody who doesn't pull them and merge people that do, and la da 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 da, and they'll just try to throw around their strength like that and manipulate that way. Anyways, answers to it. Oh, Arena projected on the Forerunner server by June 2026. Oh, okay, so the Forerunner server are entering testing for arena optimization. So they're going to take all their compiled information from that Apex arena, from all the ideas and the submissions, and by June 2026, so this month right here, they are going to start. So who knows how long that'll take. The goal is simple, they say: make the climbing feel smoother, take some pressure out of the process, and help commanders reach their target rank with less grinding. I don't know if you guys seen in arena, but it seems like there's bots in there now, right? I mean, last night I was at 2,360 points, and I was Overlord, and then someone attacked me way late after I went and cried myself to sleep, bumped me back up, so that was a nice surprise. But normally it's like 2140, 2160. It's 2,300. No, it's crazy. So there's something going on already. It's like maybe they're testing some stuff in real time, which is cool. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Just throw a little feelers out there. I mean, it didn't hurt anything. It's probably the same people, minus a little bit of manipulation, because now everybody's getting some wins. I don't know. Yeah, so a lot of thumbs up there. Question 7, can the GVG Top 5 power binding system for Demon Soldiers be made more flexible, allowing players to manually assign affiliate? I mean, they've got the new gear sets, right? So you can like put in your GVG. So I mean, you can just, and then you got the different teams you got on through your Guild Wars. You got Team 1, Team 2. I think it goes down to 5. There's 3 or 5 there, so you can have like 5 different ones, right? You can have your Glacius team, your Slaughterer team, your Blood Oath Queen team, you know, spiders or rats or whatever the case might be for each one. And then you can pick accordingly from there. Maybe they want more options more than 5. So, answer to be determined. Check out the July patch. Question 8. Can the daily login rewards be updated to remove low-value items for endgame players, replacing them with relevant in late-game materials? Yeah, I mean, it would be nice, you know. Like, some of us are coming up on 3 years, others 2, others 1. There's also all the new players to consider, and then the gap. I mean, so if they're just always giving out summoning crystals, you do get the 2 at the end of the month. If they increased it for endgame players, they'd have to increase something for the beginning players. That's a tricky one. It would be nice. It would make sense. I mean, it would be nice to open up every month and see that your rewards are getting better, and to see that would be room for improvement, or an improvement. What are they saying? Oh, we got a lot of thumbs up for this one. They're going to refresh the rewards after 180 days. Cool. Very cool. Nice. Reward increase every 180 days. That's cool. So that's 6 months? 6 months-ish. That's about right, man. 6 months is about that mark where you should deserve a raise. All right. Fuck, sometimes it takes a year. Question 9. Would it be possible to add a visible pity counter to all summoning banners so players don't have to manually track their pulls? Yeah, that's a small quality of life item that it's so small that why not? Why not do it? I know I've been pulling on the like the limited banners, doing pity manipulation between the other 2 banners, or whatever banners might be up at the time, and I'll forget how many summons I made. Sometimes the guide, the 0 to 200 for the limited, is kind of a guide, but once you jump back and forth a couple times, if your luck's all kind of wonked out, you got to keep counting up your summons, and then sometimes you'll miss that golden one, and then you'll frick it up, and that'll just ruin your week. So something small like that can ruin, or something small like this, adding a visible pity counter would possibly mitigate the ruining of weeks for many. So why not? Let's go. Oh, fire. Everybody likes it. Yeah. As players ourselves, we understand that manually track pity, we're designing a pity. Let's go, dude. Oh, fire that one. I like it. All right. All in all, pretty good other than the trans. Let's go over just a quick little recap here, okay? Because the first question was the most important. It was the transmutation gems. So the transmutation gems, save them up because I don't believe them here. I don't believe this is this. I don't know. I have no faith in that system. Regulus, he's not getting his artifact increased. They might be adding tier 4 unidentifieds. They're not going to do anything for the gold recasting amounts. The GVG, not too sure what really is going on there. And a visible pity counter to the summoning banner. So there it is. That's it. That's all. Appreciate your time.